sponsors are starting to drop Russian tennis star Maria Sharapova after she admitted failing a drugs test at the Australian Open. Nike and now watch company Tag Heuer have announced they won't be renewing their contract with the 28-year-old. In a news conference on Monday, Sharapova said she'd been taking a medicine called melatonin for 10 years, but it's been on a ban list since January. She's been provisionally suspended from the sport, but Russia says they expect her to be able to compete at the Olympics in Rio this summer. Now, Maria Sharapova ranks as the highest earning woman in sport, making almost $30 million a year. Serena Williams comes second. She earns almost $25 million. Caroline Wozniacki, another tennis star, comes in third with $14.6 million. Danica Patrick is an auto racing driver. She is at fourth place with $13.9 million. Then the Serbian tennis player Ana Ivanovic is in fifth place, earning $8.3 million. Well, to discuss Sharapova's lucrative career and what the future holds, I'm joined by TRT World Editor at Large, Craig Copetas. So, hey. Craig, she's lost these sponsors. Bad news?
Well, bad news. She just lost $70 million over 8 years. You know, she's also the female ambassador for Porsche, the sports cars. She's the face of Evian Water, and until a few moments ago, she was the wrist of Tag Heuer watches. So this is all over for her. Her sports empire is collapsing.
She's everywhere, and she's quite the sort of princess of sport, and she has been for such a long time. It feels like she's been around forever. She's only still quite young. What do you think the future holds for her at this point?
Well, this is really up to the Tennis Federation. The fact that she happens to be Russian, even though she lives in the United States, is doing her no favors. This medication that she was taking, although legal in some parts of Europe, is not legal in the United States. She did fess up. She's the darling of tennis. The oddity is that she always made more money than Serena Williams, who's won a heck of a lot more games than she has.
And that was all the sponsorship. Now, what do you think about the way that the sponsors have dealt with her? We've had Nike losing, dropping her, and Tag Heuer. If you remember back to Tiger Woods and that scandal, Nike stuck with him for ages. Like, they're really sort of stepping in quite quickly now, aren't they, to deal with these stars?
They have to. There's confusion in the sports sponsorship world. It used to be if there was even a sniff of drug abuse, the sponsors would stand back and they would wait for an investigation. Not anymore. They're dropping them. Now remember, Nike has said that they're suspending the sponsorship.
Very careful language.
And Tag Heuer is saying the sponsorship's over. But they were in negotiations with Sharapova's people. The Tag Heuer sponsorship ended in December of last year.
No big loss for them. Craigie, we have to leave it there, but thanks very much.
Talk to you later.